Hello everyone, today we will be talking about scapula. So this is scapula. So we have to determine the side. So initially you can see over here, this is glenoid cavity, and it is also called as glenoid angle, and this is lateral border, and this is inferior angle. So this is concave side on the costal surfaces, which is concave. Okay, now on the basis of this concave structure, glenoid cavity and the lateral border, we can determine the side. So lateral border will be on lateral side, this will be on lateral side, inferior angle will be on inferior sides, and the spinous process and the acromion process will be on the dorsal surfaces. So on the basis of this, we can determine the side. So this is the right side. Okay, now talking furthermore about scapula, you can see there are three processes on the scapula. What are they? This is spinous processes, which elongates and form acromion processes. This is coracoid processes. Okay, you can see over here, this is glenoid cavity. On the superior aspect of glenoid cavity, you can see supratubercular of glenoid cavity. You can see over here, this is infratubercle of glenoid cavity. Okay, so what is the importance of this structure? So from this structure, you can see there will be arises of long hair. So what are the long hair? Which parts long hair? Which muscle long hair? So initially here will be the long hair of bicep brachii will be arises from supratubercle of glenoid cavity, and short hair will be arises from coracoid processes. Okay, then from this process what arises? So you can see the long hair of tricep arises from here. So on the basis of this, now we will be talking furthermore. This is coracoid processes. Here will be arises of short hair of bicep brachii. Another muscle is coracoid brachialis. Okay, so this is spinous processes. This divide this scapula into supraspinatus and infraspinatus. You can see over here. So this is supraspinatus fossa, and this is infraspinatus fossa. So what muscle will be originated from here? The muscle will be supraspinatus and infraspinatus. Okay, there will be subscapularis muscles. And then this is lateral border, this is medial border, this is inferior angle, and this is superior border and superior angle. This is glenoid angle. So there will be 3 angle and 3 border. Now talking furthermore, you can see over here, this is subscapularis muscle origin, and now let us talk about the muscle origin. Okay, so you can see over here, this is lateral border. So from the lateral and the posterior aspect, you can see the muscle origin of what muscles they are. This is there will be teres major, and there will be teres minor. And on the inferior aspect, you can see over here, there will be origin of there will be origin of latissimus dorsi. Middle border, you can see over here, what happens? There will be insertion of the muscles. So what are the muscles that get insertion over here? So there will be there will be insertion of the rhomboid major. Let us talk. So on this is costal surfaces. So on the costal surfaces, medial border, we found that there is insertion of what muscles? There will be insertion of the serratus anterior. Now let us talk on dorsal surfaces. So we found that there will be insertion of what muscles? There will be insertion of the levator scapulae. This is medial border. On the medial border, there will be insertion of the levator scapulae. This is there will be insertion of the there will be insertion of the rhomboid minor, and there will be insertion of the there will be insertion of the rhomboid major. Okay, now let us talk. Initially, now let us determine the side. This is glenoid cavity, this is glenoid angle, and this will be on lateral side, and this is lateral border, and in posterior aspect you can see over here, this is spinous processes. So on the basis of spinous processes, glenoid angle and the lateral border, we can determine the sides. Now let us talk about the 3 angles, 3 borders, 2 surfaces. There are 2 surfaces. This is costal surfaces, and you can see over here, this is dorsal surfaces. Okay, now let us talk about three processes. What are they? They are spinous processes and the acromion processes, and this is coracoid processes. Okay, now let us talk about the 3 angles. Okay, 3 angle are what happens? This is superior angle, this is inferior angle, another one is glenoid angle. Okay, this is glenoid angle. There are 3 borders. They are superior border, medial border, lateral border, and the medial border. Okay, there are 3 borders. With this, we have completed many things. Now let us talk about the muscle origin and insertion in review. Okay, now you can see whether this is subscapularis fossa means there will be origin of subscapularis muscles, and you can see over here this is lateral border. So lateral border, from what happens, there will be origin of the teres minor over here, and teres minor from here, and teres major from here. Okay, now you can see over here there will be origination of what? The origination of the latissimus dorsi. Okay, now this is supraspinatus fossa and infraspinatus fossa, which means what? There will be origin of supraspinatus muscles, and there will be origin of the what? Infraspinatus muscles. Now in the medial border, what happens? There will be insertion of the muscles, which means that there will be insertion of the liberatory scapulae, and this is what you can see over here. This is what this is. There will be what? There will be insertion of the rhomboid minor and rhomboid majors. Okay, with this we have completed these things. Now let us talk where the serratus anterior muscle will be inserted. So serratus anterior muscle will be inserted over here, this region. Okay, with this we have completed the maximum muscle of this part. So I think and from this you can see this is supraglenoid tubercle, this is infraglenoid tubercle. There will be what happens? There will be origination of what? There will be origination of the coraco. From here you can see over here from the coracoid process there will be origin of the scapula bicep brachii. Long and arises from the supraglenoid tubercle of the glenoid cavity, and you can see over here there is infraglenoid tubercle, which means that originated from where? Originated from the where it gives origin to long head of tricep. Okay, with this we have completed these things, and from the coracoid processes coracobrachialis muscle get originated. Okay, now with this we have completed all the muscles, and now remaining one is what? Remaining one is where the deltoid get originated and the where the trapezius gets inserted. Okay, now you can see that deltoid arises from the lower border of the crest of the spine and from the lateral border of the acromion processes. Okay, from the from the lateral and the lower border of the spinous processes, deltoid will be arises where what happens? Where from medial border in the upper border trapezius is inserted. Okay, in the what? In upper border of the crest of the spines and into medial border of the acromion process trapezius is inserted. Okay, so with this we have completed many things. So if any question will be discussed further. So this is the normal anatomy and this normal muscle origin insertions, and there are rotator cuff muscles. Rotator cuff muscles are supraspinatus, infraspinatus, teres minors, and the subscapularis. These seats we can we can memorize these things with mnemonics sheets. Okay, SIT, which inserted overcutaneous tubercles of the humerus, and subscapularis that get inserted on the where? That get inserted on the lesser tubercle. On the humerus you can see over here there will be bicipital group. Bicipital group is divided into lateral lip and middle lip. So on the middle lip, what happens? There will be insertion of the teres majors, and on lateral lip there will be insertion of the pectoralis majors. On between this two leaves there will be bicipital group. On bicipital group there will be insertion of the latissimus dorsi. Okay, with this we have completed many things. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If any confusion will be discussed further, I request my senior teacher, my professor, everyone to correct me and help me to grow together. Thank you.